My name is Eric Walczyk. I work for PAE Consulting Engineers in Portland. I'm out of the Portland office. I have been with PAE for 25 years, and I have worked on a multitude of projects, anywhere from municipalities to universities, hospitals, civil facilities, airports, prisons. We're very diversified. So we're in a lot of different markets, and I have a lot of experience, anywhere from med gas to, oxygen acetylene for shops, that kind of stuff, vacuum waste systems. I've kind of done the whole gamut. At the Portland airport, it all started back in probably, I think in 2001 or 02, when there was some code changes regarding kitchens and kitchen waste and the treatment of that waste. So the code changed. Before, we only had to do like triple compartment sinks and a few other things. And the code changed to where everything in the food service area had to be treated through a grease interceptor. So that introduced a lot of complications out at the airport because all of the food service is all on the second floor, what we call the end planing level. And everything down below in the deplaning level, that's where you have all of your conveyors, all your services, all that kind of stuff. So trying to take a pot of restaurants that's spread out over a 300-foot distance and routing all of that piping by gravity to a grease interceptor is really, really tough when there's no ceiling space and you have a gravity system that has to maintain slope. And the fact that it's an airport. There's 16 inches of concrete, 10 inches of CDX below the concrete, 40 by 40 panels. So the first project, which was the Oregon market, that was pretty consolidated concessions. We probably could have done that with 2 or 3 interceptors. When we did the second project, which we called Concessions Utilities Upgrade, that was for all of the tenants out on the concourses. So much more kind of spread out. So the Oregon market was pre-security, and then you had the security on both sides, and then you had all the concourses, right? So when we started looking at doing the upgrade for all of the tenants out there, we were figuring we were gonna need anywhere between 12 and 14 grease interceptors to serve all of those tenants. And those interceptors were coming in at about $1 million installed because of the concrete, the CDX, the having to replace the whole panel. So it was very expensive. 12 to $14 million in grease interceptor installation alone. We were able to accomplish all of that drainage requirements with 4 additional vacuum systems. I'm not exactly sure how much they came in at, but it was considerably less than the cost for all of the interceptors. And so we have 5 interceptors now. So each vacuum system serves an interceptor. So went from basically 14 to 5. So $9 million savings there. A couple $1 million for the vacuum systems. The port came out smelling like a rose.